That's right. The Twisted Messes cubed. 3. Sure, it's the Twisted Messes cubed. But this is one of the noisemakers because noise making is fun, right? Right? Noise making is fun. This is Morgan. This is the wife's dog. And she barks at everything, don't you? Squirrels and rabbits and the cats. Cats outside, that is. There's only one cat in here. But the squirrels and rabbits are the most fun. The neighbor people. Neighbor people are fun to bark at too. Are you all happy now? You go bark at more things? Go bark at more things. There you are. She hasn't made it to the living room yet, so no barking yet. What's going on? Twisted Messes cubed, right? You know, there's only like 3, 4 reviews that I saw for this thing, and it's been out for years. Years? Why? It's square. Look at that. On the Voopoo drag. It's square. I really like putting this on my Sigelei, but the Sig only reads down 0.1 increments, and I wanted to know what I had in here. It's a 0.18, and yeah. It actually works quite well. We'll look at the, I did get 2 of these. 30 bucks a piece over at twistedmesses.com. I just got some fused Claptons in here, nothing great gravy or special. Now I'm vaping on some of that lemon tea from Mob Liquid because I can. I'll be putting those up hopefully today too. We'll see how this goes. You never quite know. Probably get some freezing and whatnot, and who knows. So, right? I did already show these off in the vape mail segment. You know what would have been really nice, and I like how the screwdriver, that's a black screwdriver, not a blue one, holds the spare bit baggie in place. Kind of nice. The screwdriver actually does work for the screws in this, which is also nice. It also helps you to get the spare bit baggie out. It has all sorts of O-rings, and there's more grub screws in there. And I didn't look to see if the grub screws were regular or if they were hex head. They actually look hex head in there, so there you go for that. It does have a 510 adapter, which I find strange. I don't really find strange for the year that this came out. Okay? I don't find it strange for the year that this came out. This just pops into the top so you can use a 510. Alright? And the 510s I have all fit. I tried like 4 of them, and yeah. So they all fit. I do have a couple of gripes with this, and they're small. Like, I get it. It's cubed, and to save processing time or whatever, they just cut out that partial oval all the way around on all 4 sides. So you could put the cap down any way you wanted. Should have just done 2 sides, because then you wouldn't have that weird upside down frown right there on 2 of the sides. It would have been nice and flat. The top doesn't quite go all the way down just because of the O-rings, and the camera doesn't want to show that off. But it doesn't quite go all the way down. This one's dry. I have not used this one. So O-rings and whatnot. You see that? It's round. It's called the cube. It should just have a cube piece then, right? It's round. That, I wish, was just a hair bigger. You know why? Because then an 810 drip tip would just fit in it and fill that up, and you'd never look at this little square cutout right there. But given the time that this was put out, that was a thing, but not a mainstream thing, so I get it. 510 does protrude quite nicely. You know, I don't think I have autofocus on. It just thinks it's on. I don't care about your update. Stupid thing. Now I gotta wait. Stupid camera. I'll wait to see if that pops up. There it is. How's the autofocus work? Is it gonna work today? Let's see. You can see that it protrudes. You see all the fun numbers and everything at the bottom, and you see that O-ring. What is that O-ring for? And this nice and long 510 pin. That O-ring is so you can stick it on here and matchy it all up so everything's straight. Because if you just crank it down, and I haven't put this one on anything, so if you just crank it down, meh, right? That's not matchy. So if you just turn it back, now it's all squared up and everything's square. It's all square, brah. Now, yeah, I might as well keep it on here so I can pull the top off. Before we get to the deck, we're going to do this number here. It's called the cubed. I get it. Round circular discs look really neat and whatnot. And the instruction on this is, come on, focus. That autofocus hates me. You see how nice and open that is? The round disc, it even says it in the instructions. Pop the disc off, right? Choose your airflow, and you get this. There's a big smiley slot in there. Now, if it was the intent, as stated, to pop these discs out to switch your airflow, why not just give, like, you know, 4 options of airflow and have these as squared on a cube instead of round on a cube? Just saying. It's called the cube. Why has everything got to be round? Doesn't really matter where I put this one because I'm not using this one at the moment. And you can, it's super wide airflow for days if you pop these discs off. But they stay in. I mean, I haven't had a problem with mine falling off. It works quite well. It works quite well. I'm only rocking this at 80 watts right now. It's a 0.18. And it's on the most open airflow for the disc, which is very airy. And amazingly enough, it is airier if you pop the discs out. Now, I'll put this on here so it's aesthetically pleasing to the eyeballs. Let's turn autofocus back off. Let's make things fuzzy. All right. Now that is plenty. Those are plenty big. They're I want to say 3 millimeter, something like that, for the opening. I mean, look at that. They're huge. They're huge. They're gonna be huge. No problems with the screws on this. I put 4 builds, I think, in the black one. And you get a, right there at that deck. It is square. The O-rings actually do come out to the edge on the edge, just barely. I haven't had a real issue with any seepage or any of that with it. It's actually been quite a nice vape. Get this off of here. That's the wrong way. You want to see the other creature? The other creature's out here bugging the dog, so pretty soon there's going to be barking again. Like that. Oh, hello, creature. Here's the other creature. This is Harley. This is supposed to be my daughter's cat, but the wife kind of adopted it. She don't really like to be pet. She doesn't like to be held. None of that jazz. I'm surprised she's sitting here this long. But she knows she's supposed to be a barn kitty in her heart of hearts. So she runs around and chews on things whenever she wants. Bye-bye. And that's the animals. That's the animals. Back to the Twisted Messes cube. I can't believe that there's not a lot. There wasn't a lot of reviews online for this. I don't know why. This is $30 over at twistedmesses.com. It's 30 bucks. It's a very simple RDA to build, to wick, everything. Ugh. This is what I got in here right now. Let's see here. Back to your focus. That's it. Just some fused Claptons, 3mm inside diameter. Cotton's going down, touching the deck. It just does its thing. I don't have it super angry mode. It's just a simple build. You can see how much gap there is down there, just so I can hit that airflow. I'm a little bit airflow I have set just a little bit lower than the coils, but you saw it has that smiley, right? So it has that smiley in it, so the lower middle part is swooping underneath the coils, and the 2 holes, which really isn't going to show on the black one, but those are really 4 holes right there. So the ones on the edges are right at the ends of the coil. The 2 in the middle kind of swoop from underneath. So it works out really well. I do like it to have the airflow on the sides, because if you over drip or something and you tip the airflow so one's here and one's there, it's coming out the airflow. It's just how it is. I don't know. If you're interested in a Twisted Messes RDA, this is, I believe, the cheapest one on there. So 30 bucks for an authentic Twisted Messes product. I'll put this on the SIG. Why? Because black on black looks bomb. And when I index this, it does on the SIG. If the SIG didn't crawl in a little bit, it would look a little bit better, but there is just a hair of overhang on the SIG. Just, you can barely catch your finger on it. It's not anything that should bother anybody. What bothers me more is the cap doesn't just snap down into place. So there's always just this hairline gap going around. But now I can vape it like I want, and the SIG reads this as a 0.2. Well, it's 0.18, so go SIG. Crack this back up to 80. So that's what I had the other one at. it works quite well. Quite well indeed. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know. If the cube was remade, I would say some kind of 810 on the top, actual fitting. Um, Change the round bit. On the black one, it doesn't look bad because you don't really notice that there's a black disc on here. So maybe if there was an aluminum disc or something on the stainless steel one, so you really wouldn't tell that there was a disc there, and then you could keep that whole cubed theme, you know, all the way around. You're gonna start with cubed, you might as well keep going cubed and get rid of those extra cutouts on the cap. Sure, then you can only put the cap on 2 ways instead of 4 ways. What? $30, twistedmesses.com. Anything else you want to see on that? I mean, it's a dripper. There's nothing outstanding about it. It's a dripper. It makes good flavor. It makes good clouds. The hole in the top is big enough to just bleh your juice in, you know, just like that. Bleh. And pour a whole gargantuan amount in there. Just vape your face off. My batteries are weak in this. I need to rotate some of my batteries out and get some more VTC 5s, 6s, whatevers. And yeah, I found that out the other day. Lemon tea is different. Lemon tea is different. Disappointments. Disappointments other than round bits on a cube. This is a Twisted Messes product. Most known for making coils. Why isn't there a trial set of Twisted Messes fused Claptons? Something like that. In each box. The coil maker. If you got your product out there that you like doing, like the coils, why wouldn't you put a pair of actual Twisted Messes coils in the box so someone could try them out and go, wow, these are really nice, or wow, these are really janky, one way or the other, right? Just a personal thought there that, you know, you make coils. Why aren't there coils in your box with your atomizer? I don't understand that. Because, you know, that's how some people buy. If they try that, had Twisted Messes coils in it, maybe they'd pick up some Twisted Messes coils the next time they're out shopping. That was really good. I want to try those in my other Addies, and I don't want to take out my Twisted Messes coils out of this one. That's not what's in here, by the way. There's not Twisted Messes coils in here. It's just generic fused Claptons. It's quite tasty, though. Quite tasty indeed. That's what I got for you. I can go over there and see if there's anything I missed. Twisted Messes Cube TM3, $30. Normally $60 price, but it's $30. I used the code GrimGreen whenever I got the vape mail in. I don't know, back then, okay, and got quite the discounted price, as I remember. Let's see here, Aria Built and Twisted Messes first collaboration. .24mm. He doesn't really list stuff off, so I gotta read it. 24mm cubed sleeve 2-post design with 4 individual post holes, and the first truly square deck this industry has seen. See, now the dog's drinking. We're all good. Airflow control disc. Simply remove the disc, line them up to desired airflow, and pop them back in. I find it easier to take them out and put them in with the top cap off so you can actually grab them. .304 stainless steel, gold plated brass, 3mm post hole sizes, 7mm deep juice well. It's pretty hefty, but the juice well is, you know, with the cap on, because we can all tell that ain't no 7mm deep if you're just going off the deck. But if you're going from the deck to the bottom of the coils, then yeah, that's 7mm. But that's all, you know, top cap, whatever, cap dependent. It's not really top cap. Top cap is the top cap. This is the chimney. Sure. Chimney? Sure. Why not? I think that's what I got for you. Probably throw this one up. And maybe we'll do some juice today. I think we will. You might see those. But there's the dogs in the Twisted Messes cube. Thanks for the code, Grim Green and Kent. Twisted Messes. Sweet deal. Y'all have fun now, 'cause I know I will.